first official outdoor podcast.
Like, actually, I don't know what. I'm scared. I'm scared. What if we get fucking jumped?
Well, yeah, we already did come across a woman walking her dog. There's this little bench, as you'll see in the video, right underneath a tree in the graveyard. And we were sitting around in our chairs, having a nice old time introducing ourselves to any potential spirits.
Any potential spirit boys.
When Jaedin heard something behind her, and Aldrich, I believe, saw it. And then, finally, in the middle of my opening monologue, I noticed it as well, right behind him. It gave me a good spook, but and I turned off the box and just stayed silent for a few seconds. But heck yeah, that's probably the spookiest thing that's happened so far. Although
just being in the dark is spooky.
Being in the dark is spooky, even though there's not too many woods around. It's all pretty open graveyard. It's still a graveyard, which is spooky, with some houses around. But
it's very mega spook, as they say.
Right. When we were walking in here the second time with more of our stuff, I thought I heard something along the lines of a ha from my left, not up to my immediate left, but a few gravestones over. Then also when we were grabbing our stuff out of the car, I swear something like slapped the back of my laptop case. But I could have been mistaken as chairs were being passed around. It could have bumped one of them easily.
Do you see anything, Jaedin?
No.
Nothing?
Literally nothing.
You don't feel anything, hear anything?
No, I'm just cold.
I'm just cold.
I feel like we got even less activity here than we did at the other one.
Well, we've only been here, like, not that long.
So we got here at like 7... No, we got here at like 8.
I mean, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. We were only at the other place for like 2 hours. And, well, I mean, it felt like a long time, probably because it was such a small, confined space with lots of trees and constant noises around us. But, supposedly the Black Diamond Cemetery is one of the most haunted places in Washington State. So far, I don't know how correct that's being proven, that assertment is being proven, but...
Yeah, I don't know how many people fucking saw shit.
But it's only 9 o'clock, so maybe they wait until a later moment to...
Maybe it's like witching hours.
I mean, that's at 3,
like,
so...
Yeah, like 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3:33.
We got the EMF down below us.
Yeah.
It's still bright green.
Bright green.
Changed.
Yeah, it hasn't really flickered at all since we got here, so...
Yeah, why is there less activity?
Yeah, there was more flickers over at the first location.
Yeah. Jaedin got all the way to red like 3 times.
Which maybe... I mean, that is interesting. Maybe it had something to do with the fact we were, like, closer to houses there than we were here.
Yeah. But, like, I have to put the EMF right on my phone in order for it to go orange.
Yeah, it's pretty insensitive, not sensitive, you know.
Yeah. Maybe these ghosts are just too weak for it to make it go off.
Yeah, maybe we came across a not so hot batch of
ghosts
of deceased. But if they want to prove us wrong, I mean, I'm not trying to antagonize or anything, but if they want to prove us wrong, then feel free to step right up and make that little green light turn red.
Yeah, we're not trying to
ignore this red light though. So, since we're outdoors, what's your guys' favorite part of the outside world, nature?
Kevin, hold on, I have the floor again.
Okay.
Remember when I said I felt like I've been gone?
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, well,
so
briefs.
Yeah. So basically I went to Lake Cleellum. Very nice lake, I really liked it. The drive there is really nice and all that fun stuff. But it's on our way there. It's a total scenery. It's complete, like, it's a scenic ride all the way through.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? What? Oh, you didn't hear anything?
I mean, I just breathed heavy, but that's it.
I just heard like a ringing of a bell. It was like ding, 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 ding.
Maybe I did hear something then, because that rings a bell.
Okay. God damn it.
There's houses so close though.
Yeah.
So like
Cat door or something.
it could just be one of them.
Yeah.
It could.
Although that does kind of line up with the horse and lantern theory. Maybe the lantern has like a jingly noise on it, or the horse is strapped with bells. That happens sometimes.
Or like just people walking on their creaky.
Maybe it's the jingle of spurs of cowboy boots. I don't know if there's many cowboys over here, but if there are, they can make themselves known at any time.
Any deceased cow people.
So yeah, you didn't finish your story.
Oh yeah, so the drive to Lake Cle Elum is very scenic.
Yeah.
It's like really nature, really nice. And just like my way there and just staying there. So on our way there and like being at the actual Lake Cle Elum, I felt like time slowed down.
Yeah.
I felt like like a sense of like I've been missing, or like a sense of longing or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like on our way there and like us being there and then us coming back, it was so crazy. It was just a weird sense of like longing, like I was there before, or like I just came back from like a long journey.
Wow.
It was very strange.
That is weird. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. You texted me that, and I had to wait for further information. But you texted me on September 5th, which is the day. Remember that conspiracy theory I told you about?
No.
The September 5th, 2020 subreddit, and how like a year ago, just a random subreddit popped up of how September 5th, 2020 is like gonna be a disastrous day that will not be the end of the world, but will like be the beginning of the end of the world, and crazy shit's gonna go down from then on.
What was I doing that day?
But nothing happened on September. Like September 5th was a pretty slow day, even as far as 2020 is concerned.
Yeah, I don't even. Wow. Wait, so the day I went to Cle Elum was September 5th?
Well, that's when you texted me, but yeah. So that was the most interesting thing that happened that day, was you texted me.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh wow. I'm just saying, Kevy.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
So, what is your guys' favorite part of nature, of the nature world? Got anything? In spirit of the outdoor podcast. I like snow and rain and thunderstorms.
Me too.
Oh, I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking like just like
We always go on my
camping.
back porch and watch the lightning storms, and it's
Yeah.
really pretty on the river.
Yeah. And thunder, snow is always cool. That's rare, but it's happened a couple
thunder
times.
and snow.
Yeah, when it's like snowing really hard and there's thunder. Like
What?
Instead of a thunderstorm.
You've never been in that kind of storm?
No.
One time in Norway, there was like, we were driving on this highway that was on the side of like a whole fucking cliff of a mountain.
Mm.
So like up ahead you could see really easily, and there was a like heavy ass cloud that was obviously raining, but only one cloud in one spot.
Oh wow.
It was so cool though.
That is cool. Yeah, I'm not a big vacation guy or like want to go places guy, but Norway is one of the few places on a short list of places I'd like to go at some
Norway
point.
is fucking awesome. I love it there.
Norway, kind of epic, I guess.
They're literally pretty much the happiest country.
Yeah, they are pretty like top 3, like them, Finland, Denmark.
All the people there are just so happy and content.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
It's because they're not America.
Yeah.
And America's just the greatest country in the world.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was Finland that had like the highest self-reported happiness in the world at like 85% last time it was done, which is like crazy. I don't.
85% of people don't like kill themselves there.
Yeah, which
That's
I
crazy.
can't remember what America's statistic was, but
It's
it was
probably disgusting.
It was like less than half of that, at least.
Yeah, it was probably disgustingly low.
Yeah.
America be like that. Just like, actually. Jaedin, do your parents like Trump?
No.
They don't?
Well, neither of them really involve themselves really with politics too much, or at least they never really talk to us about it, but I know that neither of them like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely know a lot about politics, but they don't talk about it.
Yeah, they're that kind of parent.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
talk about it in front of us, so.
I feel like after this year, you kind of like it's hard for anybody to not be on some sort of in some sort of position, you know, like
It's
opinion.
weird though, because both of my grandparents, like, from each side, are happy to literally tell their entire fucking life story based about politics. They just tell you fucking everything.
Yeah.
But my parents don't say shit.
I've been really paying attention, but no spooky stuff tonight.
And that green light has been as still as possible. Like, even though it never held steady at the first location, there was still the occasional yellow flash, orange flash, you know.
Maybe the other graveyard should take the rating of this one.
I mean, it was still like a pretty poorly haunted graveyard, but I guess if we're comparing the two so far, maybe it has to be foggy to be legit.
Or maybe it just has to be later too.
Maybe.
No
Any other outdoor memories, crazy things that happened while outdoors in nature?
I killed a man.
Oh, well, that's something interesting.
Yeah. I just killed him.
Don't.
Kill people. I was just kidding, guys. Do not kill anyone, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't got too much. We've been to, there's a cabin, a friend of my dad's owns that, like, there's been family get-togethers a few times we've gone to. That was years ago now. He's actually just now selling it. He's had it for, like, decades.
Wait,
but-
selling what?
Selling his cabin.
Oh, his cabin.
He's had it for, like, decades, and we've been there since I was born, but he's getting rid of it. One time at another place, though, during a family reunion, we were playing, like, hide and seek or something, and I was, like, 10 or 11, and I was walking off in a path in the woods, because we were, like, in the woods by the camp, and I stopped right as this big-ass spider in a spider web, like, jangled in front of my face because I hit the web, but not him exactly, and I was like, ugh! And I think as I walked away, I saw he was still in his web. But his web was like broken. I came that close to death.
Damn.
It was not your typical outdoor.
Oh my god,
spider,
I had a spider in my room today.
Oof.
It was hanging from I have a little like mini chandelier in the corner, and it was fucking hanging from it and like dangling right in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck? So I grabbed 2 books, you know,
And just
pretty
bop,
smart.
bop.
And I was gonna be like, boom. And I did, and I thought I got him.
Yeah.
Turns out the motherfucker jumped to the wall.
Dang. That's
I
not
was
fun.
terrified.
Yeah.
So I had to, and then I threw the book, and then I got him.
Jesus Christ. I don't.
Jumping spiders.
I fucking like. I hate spiders, yes, but like, it used to be a fear, and now it's just like a hatred for them. And I just like go fucking smash them and burn them.
Oh yeah.
That's Taryn, because she actually is scared of them. Because we've had like bad spiders in our house before. We've had like hobo spiders in our house before, and all of them go for Taryn. Like,
Jeez.
Taryn's gotten bitten by different hobo spiders 3 times.
I think it's just because her room is all like at the bottom corner and like.
Yeah, because
musty.
her room is downstairs, and it's actually also on the old the old like frame of our house still.
Oh. Yeah.
So
I'm lucky. I don't think I've ever seen a spider in my room. This house or the old house. So.
there's usually always a fucking daddy long leg in my room.
I hate those things.
I'm fine with them as long as they stay like in a top corner that's away from me. As long as they stay in their corner, I don't care.
Yeah,
They're
they-
harmless.
Yeah, they don't move.
Yeah, they don't usually move. They're literally harmless, and they actually kill off other bugs in your room. So like, I don't care. I name them.
You name them.
Mhm.
That's right. Buzz off.
Oh, ghosts, haunted spirits, we are here to speak with you and prove that you are here. So the way to prove that would be to step up to that little green light on the ground for a split second, and I just kept looking up and down. So I don't know why it got me that time. But that gravestone right there, the little black one, or the bigger black one, I thought it was like a person walking towards us, like in all black. But it was just a split second.
You gasp. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you just gasp and then not tell us, and you walk up right up to us and kill us.
Boop. There it is.
You shine your light on it again. It's
It's
just
a person, yeah.
It's a person. Not cool.
Carl! You better come out. Runs at us from behind a gravestone.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin.
I'm coming. He's got that look on his face, you know, when he chases you down.
Yeah, when he chases you down and fucking murders you and throws you on the
Tackles you to the ground.
tackles you because you're not fast enough to run away from the zombies in
Yeah.
Walking Dead. I literally heard
Jeez.
it. Literally, I heard it. He was running after you, and you went, dude. You made that noise.
Well, the first, because we sprinted across, this was like a year ago now, and I think all the boys maybe, except
No,
except
not
not Brett. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. We were at my house, and there's a bunch of fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, and so on near our house, like right next to
yeah,
it.
we just passed it on.
So we, Carlos had me play a little game where he gave me like a 6-second head start or something to sprint across the field, each field, and I'd like stop in between each one. But I had to climb the fence first and then go, and then he'd come after me.
It's a big ass fence.
It's a big fence. I climbed
it's like
all the
one
fences.
of those baseball fences that are actually like really high.
Oh, well, it's not quite. There was one of those that are like super tall, and he's like, Kevin, climb that. I was like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not
like at
doing
the
that.
picture.
I would die if I fell from that, or at least break like my neck or something. But the first field I sprinted across, I actually did it. I had enough built up energy, still enough energy left to make it across the first field. But then the second one, I was like 2/3 of the way there. I just glanced behind me. He was right on my ass. I was like, ugh. And I like gave up at that point. I just let him brace myself, you know.
Just let him have his way with me.
Yeah. And he didn't like punch me or anything after, just tackled me, which kind of hurt, but you know.
Should I talk to him about that and like say, hey, you kind of hurt Kevin?
No. I think we'll just leave it to ourselves. I'm hoping maybe he's starting to move past that. Like at some point, that's kind of a in the past type deal. But
You know, Carlos.
at least that time it was like there was some sort of a game involved, and not just like a pencil getting rammed into my hand in 10th grade. In 10th grade? Okay, so 10th grade, let's talk about that for a second. So 8th grade, it was all the boys. All of the boys. And then 9th grade, Carlos dipped, but it was the rest of us were still there. It was still a really good year, in my opinion. But then 10th grade, you left and Brett left, but Carlos came back. So it was me, the core group was me, Zach, and Carlos. And Zach's great, love Zach. And I love Carlos too, but Carlos, when you or Brett aren't around to distract him, he turns his attention towards me. And you know, and that year would have been still a decent year if it wasn't for the shit that he put me through. Like stabbings in the hand with a pencil, like I mentioned, like hand smashes were a big one. It made me fold my knuckles like onto the table, and then he would smash into the table. And usually it was just a few times, and there was nothing I could do because like I love Carlos, like he's one of the bros. He's, you know, and I know how great he can be, how great we can be, like non-painfully speaking, when the other boys are all there and around, and he's not solely focused on me. And Zach, like, he would never do that to me if it was just me and him or anything like that, but he did egg Carlos on quite a bit. So yeah, it was a fun year.
It was a funny.
He
He was a lamb to the slaughter.
Yeah, that year was... Damn. Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet night here.
Silent.
Like, the EMF has been shockingly still.
Yeah.
Even to me. And I'm pretty like, you know... Well...
Like, I mean, this place isn't too far, and it's more legit
It is supposedly more legit.
than the other one.
I don't know, I feel like the more people the more energy might pop off, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's kind of the vibe I get. If Carlos was here, maybe we'd have a little more luck or
Yeah,
chance.
either happens when you're alone or like there's a bunch of you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because like, I mean, this isn't making. If we go home tonight completely even more empty-handed than last time, it doesn't like destroy my want to explore the unknown, because like people, they can't all be fake. Like people have caught things just on a random, like when H3 and Post Malone did just an uncut live stream, and like shit went down, and there was like 15 people there. This was like 3 years ago now, and they went to the Suicide Bridge in California, which is like supposedly a really haunted place, and Post Malone had been there a few times already, and it took them like an hour of them walking around, but then like they got a few voices over an EVP and got jump scared pretty hard by like a sound in the bushes. So like things happen, voices come through. It's not all.
I think the next place we should try is like an actual like building of some sort.
Yeah, we have
like an asylum or an old abandoned house or something like that.
Yeah, it has been pretty outdoorsy so far, which it won't all be, but yeah, I agree. Inside a house would be definitely interesting, or a building of some sort, because you know, less space for the spirits to get around. Kind of more confined. I just don't think there's any asylums I can think of in Washington,
No.
at least not Western Washington. Like, there's probably a good amount of empty houses and such over on Eastern Washington, but even those, like, you'd just be picking a random house in the middle of like a field and then just checking it out. You don't even know if there's any haunted potential.
Might just be haunted by corn.
Might be haunted by corn. So like, yeah, there are other locations in Washington that are supposedly haunted that we could check out. But
Yeah, no, this place is pretty dead.
I mean,
It's not too far away, and it's, yeah, again, more legit than the other one. So.
I want to look up some info about it, see exactly what people have claimed to come across in Black Diamond Cemetery. I'll say Black Diamond Cemetery haunted. Maybe there's something you need to do to like activate the haunted energy. Okay, what do we got here? Real haunted place. Apparitions of deceased coal miners and swinging lanterns have been known to appear late at night in the cemetery. Eerie whistling sounds and hazy supernatural fog have been documented by ghost enthusiasts. There have also been reports of a white horse that weaves in and out of the tombstones. So not even if there's fog around, it could be like galloping around right before our eyes. But it's just so dark, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see, but there's 4 reviews. It has 4.5 stars out of 5. Let's see. 5-star review. Creepy after dark, but quite peaceful. Went with my best friend around midnight, walked around for about an hour. Kind of creepy at first, but going in was actually peaceful and quiet. So he didn't say, but they didn't see or experience anything weird. Another person, 4 stars, worth checking out. Visited in late afternoon in June. Let's see. Oh, did not experience any oppressiveness or bad vibes. So it looks like they also got nothing. But then this person who gave it 4 stars says, sick feeling. I went with some friends, and although it was 4 p.m. and the sun was still out, it was still spooky. There's houses to the west, but they're a little wooded. When you're there, you get a sharp headache and your chest will become very heavy. We heard trees snapping and whispering too. That was in May of this year, so not long ago.
Wow, May of this year.
Yeah, in fact, all of these are 2020. Ooh, this guy says, 5 stars, Black Diamond Cemetery. My daughter and I investigated the cemetery 4 years ago. I was pushed and fell, hurting my ankle badly. My daughter watched me being pushed. Wow, it's pretty intense. This person says the public is not allowed to go after dark, but Oh, but then this other person says, just go. There are no gates and nobody around. A friend of mine went at night, didn't see anything. 5 haunted destinations. Let's see what we got. Black Diamond Cemetery. No, whistles of miners, ghosts. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Actually sounded like whistling for a second.
I didn't hear anything.
Like
I
I
saw
thought,
something white and bouncing over there. I was like, what the fuck? And now it's like completely black over there.
what the fuck? Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like legit?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
well,
went like blang blang and then it went away.
no, in the woods, I thought I heard a really faint whistling sound. Sounds exactly like whistling.
I heard it. What? I said I heard it.
Heard what?
The whistling.
Yeah, I did it again. No, it sounds like... Maybe it could just be a bird. It sounds like it's repeating. When I first heard it, though, I thought I heard like a song was being whistled, like a.
Oh my goodness, I heard it.
Yeah.
It was like diddly diddly. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, hey, look. Apparently there is a mental hospital in Washington.
Yes.
I
Is
don't
it
even...
abandoned?
It looks abandoned. I can't really tell. Northern State Mental Hospital. Known for its abuse of patients. Okay, I'll look it up. Northern State Mental Hospital. Little update for our podcast listeners. We've been sitting quiet for about 15 minutes. Thought we might have heard some distant whistling. And possibly a girl's voice.
Yeah, definitely.
And possibly some sort of white shape, maybe bobbing up and down in the distance and then going black. Aldrich might have seen something along those lines, but who knows?
EMF is still green as fuck.
Yeah, it is still very green, and until it kind of changes, it's probably unlikely that there's any genuine spooks of the paranormal kind to be had, but
How unepic.
I'd say that about does it for the episode,
And
the
that
podcast
wraps it.
episode. Probably wraps
The
it up.
Spook Troop podcast special.
Yeah, a special, an outdoor podcast special. On location, as they might say, but also probably does it for our little investigation, I feel. I don't know, I feel pretty unwowed, let's say that.
Not wowed. Minimal wow.
Yeah, not much to be said about the Black Diamond Cemetery, unfortunately. At least not tonight, on a clear night, no clouds and no fog. Maybe it'd be different other nights, but
Tonight was not it.
no, I wouldn't say it was, but
Alright.
thanks
do
for
it.
listening.
Thanks for listening.